What are your thoughts? Now, this is really getting into speculation land. You've mentioned exoplanets were in the realm of, there's this beautiful edge between science and science fiction that some of us, a rare few, are brave enough to walk. I think in academia, you were brave enough to do that. I think in some sense, artificial intelligence sometimes walks that line a little bit. There is so much excitement about extraterrestrial life and aliens in this world. I mean, I don't know how to comprehend that excitement, but to me, it's great to see people curious, because to me, extraterrestrial life and aliens is at the core a scientific question. And it's almost looks like people are excited about science. They're excited by discovery.
Discovery, right.
And then the possibility that there's alien life that visited Earth or is here on Earth now is excitement about discovery in your lifetime, essentially. I mean, what do you make? What do you make of that? There's recent events where DARPA or DoD released footage of these unmanned aerial phenomena, they're calling them now, UAP. They got everybody like super excited, like maybe there is like what's here on Earth. Do you follow this world of people who are thinking about aliens that are already here or have visited?
I don't really follow it. They follow me, I'd say. Because in this field, if you're a scientist of any kind, you get the people contact us, me. And there's a lot of them about, hey, I have stuff you should see. Hey, the aliens are already here. I need to tell you about it. And I know there are people out there who really believe.
There's a psychology to it.
There's a psychology to it.
And it's fascinating. But okay, so that's similar to artificial intelligence.
But like you, I'm still enamored with the point that it is out there and that people believe so strongly and that so many people out there believe.
Yeah. And I don't know. I'm not as allergic to it as some scientists are, because ultimately, if aliens showed up or do show up or have showed up, these are going to be very difficult to study scientific phenomena. Like, in fact, like going back to cats and dogs, like I think we should be more open-minded about developing new tools and looking for intelligent life on Earth that we haven't yet found, or even understanding the nature of our own intelligence, because it kind of is an alien life form, the thing that's living, in our skull.
It's so true. I mean, we don't understand consciousness.
Yeah.
It's true. We don't understand how biology's hard. Unpacking it and working it all out, it's a stretch. And they say too that our thinking mind is like the tip of a pyramid, and that everything else is happening under the hood. But what is happening? But the thing so the typical scientist response to, are there aliens here, is that we need to see major evidence. Not like a sketchy picture of something. We need some cold, hard evidence, and we just don't have that.
That's exactly right. Yeah, but from my perspective, I admire people that dream, and I think that's beautiful. The thing I don't like, there's two sides of the folks that probably listen to this podcast. Is those that dream, I think, is beautiful. That wonder what's out there, what's here on Earth. And then the other ones who are very conspiratorial and thinking that stuff is being hidden. And it becomes about institutions.
Right. Okay, I have a funny thing to tell you about that. So one of my colleagues had a really good answer to that. And it's not me saying this, so I can say this, but he said, look, he works with NASA, not at NASA. He works with government, not in the government. It's kind of mean, but he'd say, trust me, they couldn't hide it if they tried. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Everybody
we're not smart enough or good enough. Not we, or not me, or not you, but whoever, to cover it up. It's sort of a myth.
Yeah. It makes it sad because the people at NASA, the people at MIT, the people in academia, the people in these institutions, and yes, even in government, are often they're like just curious descendants of apes. They're just, they want to do good. They want to discover stuff. They're not trying to hide stuff. In fact, most of them would, in terms of leaks, would love to discover this and release this kind of stuff.
Did you ever watch this show called The X-Files?
Yeah.
Scully and Mulder?
Yeah.
And what I love, actually, I used to put it up during my talks, my public talks. There's a picture of a UFO, or what looks like a UFO, and it says, "I want to believe." Yeah. So that's where I think a lot of us are coming from. I want to believe. And it's so great. And one time I put that up, and this very, very nice couple approached me, really nervous afterwards. And they said, "Hey, can we take you out for lunch sometime?" And I said, "Sure." And they were like the nicest people. And just one of many who has an alien abduction story. And the woman could never have kids. They were older, but they didn't have kids, which for them was a real source of regret. But it was because the aliens who had abducted her had made it so that she couldn't have kids. And she had apparently something implanted behind her ear, which was somehow unimplanted later. And they were just so sincere. And they're such a lovely couple. And they just wanted to share their story.
That's a real, whatever that is, that's a real thing. The mystery of the human mind is more powerful than any alien, or, I mean, it's as interesting, I think, as the universe. And I think they're somehow intricately linked.